Mr. and Mrs. Payne, you purchased a motorcycle from the defendant, Mr. Grant, for $4,000. Okay. Now, when you went to register the motor vehicle at the Department of Motor Vehicles, you were referred to two police officers who advised you that the motorcycle that you had purchased had been reported stolen sometime before, and you were unable to obtain registration for the motorcycle. And therefore, you are unable to use the motorcycle, and you're now suing the defendant for the return of your purchase price. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Now, Mr. Grant, you claim that essentially that you didn't know that the motorcycle was stolen when you sold it to them. And furthermore, you feel that you are not responsible for returning the purchase price to them. And the conundrum in this kind of a case, people who didn't know that they were purchasing stolen property, buy property from someone who also claims he didn't know the property was stolen when he sold it. Who bears the loss? So tell me, when did you actually purchase this motorcycle and how did it come about?
My husband originally bought me a Harley-Davidson XG500, and I realized it didn't have enough power. So we searched for an XG750 because the two, you can swap out parts between those two. So we found
This
one.
is a photograph of it, am I correct? This is Plaintiff's Exhibit A.
Yes. That's both of them. That's my 500 and the 750, both of them, after we had brought it home. So we found it, an ad on Facebook Marketplace. My husband originally spoke with Alvin, text through Marketplace.
Do you know the Blue Book value for a 2015 Harley of this type?
$5,725.
And was the purchase price listed on the ad?
Was $4,000.
So it was a very good buy.
It was a great buy.
So you contacted the defendant, you went to meet him.
Correct. At a shopping center. He rode the bike in. My husband and I brought our truck with our trailer if we had decided to purchase it. My husband test drove it, and he said, it's great, we'll take it. We went to the bank, we withdrew the money, we came back. He gave me the title. I verified the VIN on the title with the VIN on the motorcycle, and it matched. So I did not think anything, other than
He gave you a title, however, that was in another person's name. Am I right?
Correct. And what he told me is that he sat on this motorcycle for a year because he's a larger gentleman, and it was too small.
Did you run the VIN number?
So I tried, but most of those ones online you have to pay for. They'll run it, they say the report's over, and then you have to pay a price.
All right, so you didn't do it. Now, Mr. Grant, how did you come to acquire this motorcycle?
From an estate sale. I was doing some work for the widower, and her husband had passed, and it was in the back of a warehouse that they had. And we did a VIN check on it then, and it didn't have anything on it, so I asked the lady would she sell it to.
You did a VIN check. Did you have a copy of the VIN check that you did?
No, we did something online.
When you did this VIN check, did it indicate to you that something was wrong with the motorcycle? Either it was
no, sir.
salvaged, and who was it that sold you the bike?
It was the guy that was like the property manager over at their meat packing plant.
Did he give you a certificate of title?
Well, it wasn't given to me from him directly. It was another lady that works at that meat packing plant, and she gave me actually a bunch of titles because there was more vehicles and motorcycles on the property.
You were selling other items, and this one you wanted to keep for yourself?
Yes, sir.
Did you give the plaintiffs a certificate of title when you gave them the bike?
Yes, sir. So I gave them the original title that I had received with the motorcycle, and then I wrote them an additional bill of sales with my personal information on there, which is on my driver's license and which is on my company that I own and my home address.
Now, the title that you gave to the plaintiffs was in a different name.
So that's why I wrote them a bill of sales with my personal
And I'm looking at the plaintiff's exhibit with respect to the title. There's a kind of an asterisk on the right side at the bottom, and it said this is a replacement certificate and may be subject to the rights of a person under the original certificate. Did you see that when you received it?
I did not.